Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How we doing out there, cupcakes? And you, the Koi Reefer. New channel I've just found. Just starting a pond build. You go over there, give them some love. You know what to do. And also a big fucking ICU to Coastal Koi. And I've got to say, guys, as well as a big thank you, I've got to say, this is the best wrapped mug that I've ever had. Brilliant. Fuck knows what happened then. I spent a minute, supposed to turn the camera around. Look at this bloody great huge box, and I'm thinking, what is it? And I've opened up all this packaging, and we got a mug. Mug number 66. And I gotta say a big thank you to the guys at Coastal Koi, because this mug is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And if you've never been to Coastal Koi's website, there you go, guys. Go check them out. Got some stunning fish. And to be honest, I'm absolutely kicking myself that I didn't get that Ginrin Shiro when I had the chance. You guys know the one, don't you? That ticked all my Shiro boxes. But stupid me wanted to have a look around and see what else was there. By the time I got back, it was gone. Gotcha. But there we go. There with the guys. So yeah, go check out their website, guys. Cracking company. And on top of that, they actually watch a lot of you guys' content out there. Wherever you honestly, the guys were telling me about stuff that I'd done fucking a year or so ago. So yeah, just goes to show that these dealers out there. Oh, Ma's calling me. Back in a second. Right, where was me? Sorry, when Marge calls, I got to answer. Bless her. Right, yeah, as I was saying, it just goes to show, and it does prove, that these dealers out there are watching us on YouTube, guys. See? They're not all talk. And honest to God, they had some really nice fish down. Itchy bum. Honestly, the Benny Kamonru they had. Ooh. If it wasn't for the fact that I've got two Benny Kamonru coming from Ricky, that ultimately came from Koi Wholesale, I would have had one. Because they were absolutely stunning. Enough of that. What are we up to today? Well, I had a little potter around yesterday with the air pumps, and I fed the wire all the way round to the switch. Yep, it worked. This one, that is. Yeah. Wouldn't even move that. So right, okay. I know what I'll do. I've done all the air stones with new hard pipe and everything. What I'll do is I'll hook it up to there. It only just ran one stone there. I had the attempt at bubbles in this corner, and I had the attempt at bubbles in those two corners there. Absolutely piss poor. So, what I've gone for now is this one here, my little old faithful Black and Koi 25, I think it is. I've already checked that, and that runs the 4 air stones beautifully. I mean, even so, I can like tweak them to, so I've got a nice stream of bubbles, but it's not breaking the surface, and so forth and so on. And then what's left will then go into the airlift to get me a bit more foam fractionation, like I got last night. Look at that. Now that's what you call protein scum. But better in there than in there. And these are doing really well. I'm gonna have to net them up and go through them, and then some will go out there to the tosai tank. What are you mooching for? What have you done? She knows when she's done something fucking wrong, don't you? Get in there and lay down. Sometimes she's worse than a fucking child. I don't know, but these have finished having their munch, and we got a few ickle ones in there. But the Ginrin Matsukao Baki has gone absolutely jet black, apart from one tiny little dot on its head. And so has the Ginrin Sorakoi Atsuri. It's gone almost jet black down there. What I'll do is I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Now, this Ginrin Matsukao Baki was on the Gaz's GKP Live Koi Appreciation a few weeks back, and it looked completely different. Keeps disappearing because it's black. And now when I say it's gone black, you little shit. Right. Now that was lovely black and white before it came over here to the tosai tank. You can still see the Ginrin in it. Just. And that's the beauty of Komonru and Matsukao Baki, is that unstable sumi. And yeah, it does like to change. Now if you go back to just before it came in here, there was a lot more white in it, that's for sure. And this one is the Ginrin from my spawning that looked like it was going to go a Ginrin Soragoi Utsuri, but as you can see, it's gone really dark. And if you look real careful, you can see the Ginrin is now starting to put on a bit of body. So yeah, two fish that are changing all the time, and one is from New Forest and the other is a Twisted Koi Original. So yeah, that's my ever-changing Matsukao Baki and ever-changing Ginrin, whatever it's going to be. And the Ginrin, the second Ginrin is from my spawning. So yeah, well pleased. I do like fish that change. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes. I've had a few people get in touch with me and say, Veds, can I come as a special guest or a +1 to the access all areas? No. No. It will be Ricky, the staff at New Forest Koi, myself, hopefully Susan, and the 10 names that get drawn out of the hat for each day. So if you're lucky enough to get your name drawn out, then you are going to have a person. And this is one of the reasons why Ricky wants to keep it to 10, so he can make the experience a little bit more personal. And like I said, in doing that, there's going to be some koi appreciation and other bits and pieces going on. So what you need to do, if you want to be in the chance to be on one of the 2 Access All Areas Day at New Forest Koi Farm, and when we say access all areas, there will be access all areas. Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to go back onto the other video where I first dropped it and say I'm in for either Saturday or I'm in for Sunday. That way your name then goes into the hat to be drawn out as one of the lucky 10. If you haven't put it in the correct video, you will not be entered. So you need to go back to the other video, which I think was the last video, or was it the video before? Either way, you're going to have to go back and find it, and then you're going to have to put a comment on that respective video. Hope that clears everything up. So, talking about clearing things up, fucking blanket weed's back, and I've tested this pump that Ricky sent me to move on, and fucking juju's. I struggle to keep hold of it underwater. Yeah, I would say it's at least 20,000 litres an hour, if not more. Fuck me, I put it upside down and so yeah, I will take the case off and I will confirm exactly what speed it is, but what I'm going to say, it's fucking powerful. That's for sure. And because the blanket weed's back, I've had the broom out and I've swept most of it up off the floor. Marge is getting me some, has already ordered me some blanket weed treatment. But I thought, because I've had to stir up the bottom to get the blanket weed off the floor, it was a good chance to test the Oasis swim skin. And it's alright. Come here. It's got a tendency to go to the edge of the pond and stay there, but I thought the idea was it was supposed to go round and round in circles. But it is collecting the shit, that's for sure. Let me spin you around. So there we go. Now, it will sit there. Right now, if I lift that rock out, you'll see just how much shit it has actually collected. Oh look, the weir's working on it now, the rocks come out. Will it swim about now though? That is the question. No, it looks like we're just going to go round and come back to the wall. Yep. So there you go, you can see that it's working, and you can see that it's working well because it's picked up loads of shit. I say picked up, sucked in. I do think that the rock was holding it down a little bit too much, but then it was sucking more of the surface being, I don't know, put the rock back in. Can you see what I mean? It doesn't make much of a difference, but as you can see, the weir itself isn't working properly. So I think it could be bypassing a lot of crap if it would stay out in the pond. But watch. It does seem to list a little bit, but we'll go round and come back to the same position where we started. Oh no, it's going round. Ooh, maybe I should have taken the stone out to start with. Oh no, it's getting caught on its cable, look. So, it is working, and just by looking at the filter floss, it does work, but I'd still rather have one that goes through the wall, because that not staying where I want it would drive me fucking nuts. Oh no, it's going to stay there because it can't get underneath the handle. So what it will do is it will go round, it'll hit the extent of the cable, and it will come all the way around. Here it comes. No. Plonk. There we go. Kaplunk. That's where it stays. No matter whether you got the rock in it or you don't, it just stays on the side. So what is the point? Personally, if it don't do what you want it to, what's the point? But if anyone wants it, come and collect it, because it's free and it works perfectly, if that's your sort of thing. Personally, it's not mine. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, they've had a water change. Got to do their skimmer basket. The new Akamatsuba from Walker Koi. That's really, really bright. It's got a beautiful colour to it. And the Gimlin Hitsuri that my boy bought me for my birthday is starting to put on some size. No. And the Kinshiro Hitsuri is going to have to stay there for another 4 or 5 weeks at least. Now we've added another fish. But I don't mind because they are growing in there. In fact, I'm going to have to unplug that extension lead because it's starting to rain. And plug that dinghy firkin into the fucking box. Direct, because that's got a cover over it. Don't want to go electrocuting myself now, do I? Although, you lot out there would probably find that funny. So yeah, next job, once I've finished fucking around with the air pump in there, rather than put all the fittings and that away, is the Tancho's got to come out and go into a salt bath. And I'm then going to do some scrapes. Back shortly. Well, got that all up and running, and what I did was I took quite a few handfuls of the more out of the mature media that was in the isopod, and I've chucked some more in the bio bin. And what I did was I chucked too much in, and there was a reason for that. So then what I did was I went and got my bag of new K1. I then put a couple of cups of new K1 in, pushed it down gently so the water covered it, and then I took 2 cups of the mature media back out of the bio bin, thus sending it spinning just the way it needs to be, and then I put a smattering of the mature media over the top of the new media, and then just gently push that down so it's all underwater, like so. And as you can see, I've got more media in there bouncing around like a good one, so I am happy enough now to actually get the OB1 out and seal that all in place. So this one's running, it's running on the same switch as the bottom drain, but I'll put a switch on it as well so I can cut it off when I want, because what I've got it doing at present, it's not just going to the 4 corners. Right, so that is also going into the airlift, giving me an extra bit of push. So if you watch very carefully on the flow, if I turn this pump off, see how it slows. It's still going well, but you see how it slows down. Put the air pump back on, and just gives me that extra little bit of flow to make these little buggers work. And they are feeding like a good one. In fact, it's coming close to their time for their soup of Daphne and bloodworm, but they can have that for the minute. And also the airlines keep the food suspended in the water a little bit more, and as you can see, they are ravenous. Always eat. And no, there's no point putting any type of auto feeder on there, because I'm in and out of here so many times. An auto feeder would be pointless. But that's me all done in here for the minute, so let me get tidied up, because I want to go over to the tosai tank and sort out airlines over there. I like this hard pipe idea. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Just give that another little push down, and what I'll do is every day I'll come out and I'll push it back down, and it'll help mature it a lot quicker. I always say that K1 plus, micro K1, K3, I still think it matures quicker in a static system than it does in an active system, if that makes any sense. And now that that's settled down, I think once I give this a clean and the new stuff that's in there is bouncing about like it should do, I think I might even be able to get another handful or 2 in that bio bin, you know. And you know what they say, can never have too much bio. I mean, there's going to be plenty of bio in the actual isopod itself, albeit it's a mechanical filter, but it also does biological filtration. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to use it as a standalone filter on a pond. So, I've got a lot of plastic media here, both static and bouncing about, for 260 gallons, not including what's water-wise, what's in here. So, we're looking at around 350 gallons in total, including the filter system and the pipe work, I think, fine. So yeah, not bad, and like I say, they are growing like a good one. So the next job now, there's one of the fry that got moved over. There's my my Ginrin Hitsuri. my Ginrin, whatever it wants to be, from my spawning. You've got the Deutschower there from Riki, my Kinshiro, the new Akamatsuba, and Sue's Platinum Ogon. And yes, I need to give the outside of the glass a clean. Fuck me, I'm having to do the inside of the glass every other day at the moment. Honestly, guys, windows are fucking awesome, but they're also a fucking pain in the arse. Big time. Big time. So yeah, I'm going to be heading over here now. Head over here and I'm going to swap all this kibosh together that I've got, and go from there. So, oh, and my Jewish pines, oh that one's at it, but my Jewish pines are growing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five out of 8 ain't bad, I don't suppose. But this one was the very first one to come up. But yeah, chuffed to bits for them. The Kahaku will be collected next week. The little Ginrin Asagi, I've been given my orders and it's got to come out and go back in the tosai tank because Susan wants it. And as you can see, the filter is plodding along quite nicely. And literally, guys, honestly, this thing has spent more time sat at the side of the pond than it has done anywhere else. Well, that's everything straight and tidy in here now. Skimmer easy pods on a boil. The floors are all clean, everything's back up and tidy. Look, they'll all come rushing up. Here they come. They're going, where's the food? Where's the food? Here's your food. Like rabid little piranhas. I've still got a couple of things to do in there. I've got 2 of these better air stones, so they've got to go in, one in the airlift and one in the bio bin. I'm not doing that today. I think I've done enough in here. Everything's running exactly the way I want it. I still think I could get a little bit more media in the bio bin. I'll empty that in a minute and start on the bottom drain. What I'm doing is I'm making sure my filters are 100% clean before I do any scrapes, because then when I do some scrapes, and touch wood I don't find a thing, but then if for any reason I do find anything on the scrapes, I know that the system is clean and ready for a treatment, rather than having to clean the system and then top back up and then treat. I'll clean the whole system first, then I'll scrape, and then if I find something, then I will treat straight away. No pussyfooting around. I think the indoor bonsai can go indoors now. It's stopped dripping everywhere. We picked up another pom-pom tree that I'm going to make a start on in the next day or so. We've got a few independent branches on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 5 independent branches on there that I can start pulling about. Still waiting for Dave from Orchard Koi to come and collect his one. That's getting to a point where it's going to start needing to be trimmed there, Dave. You can see it's starting to grow, look. So that's Dave from Orchard Koi, formerly known as fuck, the name's gone out of my head. Dave's Fish Emporium, now known as Orchard Koi. But yeah, this one's going to be going to a new home in September, in a few weeks' time, along with the Kinki, Deutsch Kinki Matsuba. That's in here. So yeah, that'll make a bit more space in here. And like I say, Big Eddie there, the Matsuba, he's being moved on. And like I say, I'm not sure yet whether Lazarus is going to stay here or not. I mean, it's got beautiful benny on it, and the white on it is absolutely lovely. But, and I say but, Susan likes the shisuis that have got the blue across the top and not the white. I mean, don't get me wrong, symmetry on this one is lovely. It's got akaguru in the pecs. The benny is pretty similar either side. You know, I could, if it was male, put it with the snowasagi, and then I could keep that regressive gene that would be in the fry, and then put that back to, say, another shisui from a different bloodline. Then we would get some really nice shisui, I think. But yeah, that's Lazarus. And you said you can't grow fish in a small body of water. That was in my Ma's fucking piddly pond, and she got that from me at about that size. So, you know what I say to that? Ya boo, sucks to you, Fritzy. Anyway, the fish are looking good, but a little bit more to do, and then we will have at least the soragoi in the bowl and the Becco, because they're the ones that have actually come out the water. Mr. Makashi is scuffing about at the moment as well. So yeah, so enough flannel from me, and I'll pick you back up in a bit. See, this is why I do multiple scrapes on multiple fish. Coming to the last scrape, flukes. And looking at the time, there's no fucking way I'm gonna do a PP treatment now and stay up until sort of like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, because I like to do PP treatment. And the reason to do the PP treatment is the PP strips the slime coat back slightly, and then an hour after I've neutralised the PP, I then hit them with the fluke treatment. Bam bam, one stress event in one, out the way. So with that in mind, I will make them happy and give them some food, because they've been fucking chasing me up and down this pond edge. So yeah, they will be happy when I give them some food in a minute. But yeah, flukes, motherfucking things. To be honest, that is one of the downsides you've got to take into consideration when you have a pond that doesn't have any roof on it, because it's open to the elements. But they're doing all right in there. I haven't got over there sorted out yet. That's gonna have to be another day, so I'll tidy all that up in a minute. That's got to be shut down. I'm waiting for a reply back on both of the Y splitters, and then they're going to new homes. And someone's already got back to me about the swim skim, so that has now got a home to go to. I've still got to undo this and find out what size pump it is, but trust me, it's fucking strong. In fact, hang on. So that'll give you an idea. I would say that it was in the region of about 20,000 litres an hour. No, I'm not posting it because it's fucking heavy. But if someone wants to come and collect it, you're quite welcome to. And as you can see, and I've got a push on it. And I've got a push on it. Poor fish don't know what fucking hit them now. But so yeah, that's that one done out the way. Everything's working in here, tickety boo. They're having some muncheroo, and see, the beauty is I can now chuck a little bit more through the airlift, which will speed things up again. Oh, look, it's charging out of there now, look. But we've got one going in that corner, and we've got one going in this corner, and then everything else is going through the airlift, as well as this one as well. And there's no back pressure against this one because it's run on a completely separate line. So not only did we get mug number 56 today, we also found flukes. So on that bombshell, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there are always great. And if I pick you up tomorrow, it'll be coming out on Friday. Alright?
That's all, cupcakes.